Right, how are these Giants going to do this? How are these Giants going to do this?
Right.
Now, I believe that Green Bay is going to win.
Okay.
You know, I did a CBS Sports Minute, and I was going back and forth. I think that Green Bay is going to win.
Okay.
But saying all of that, I went back and I looked at these last 6 games that the Packers won, and I'm sitting there saying, okay, which one of these teams is most like the New York Giants? So when you go to their schedule,
right?
All right, and you take a look at their schedule.
Is there one game that stands out more than any opponent?
There's one game that stands out to me, and the game was played in Lambeau Field, and it was during this whole run that Aaron Rodgers put his team on. Okay,
all right,
and they were obviously tremendous.
So they just so everyone knows they ended the season.
Yep.
With the win at Philly after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Then they were home against Houston.
Yep.
They won 21-13. They won at home against Seattle, blew them out 38-10. Went to Chicago, beat them 30-27. Were home against Minnesota, 38-25, and then put 31 up on Detroit.
So of those games, which game do you?
So you got to be talking about Minnesota, right?
Nope.
Well, which one? Houston?
Houston.
Okay, so Houston was a 21-13 game. Sunday, December 4th.
So Aaron Rodgers was pretty pedestrian that day. He was 20 of 30, 209 yards and 2 TDs. Brock Osweiler did nothing. Houston has a very, very laboring offense, kind of like the Giants.
Right, good defense.
No, they have the #1 defense in the NFL.
Right.
So that's my point. The Giants have a top 5 defense. I mean, they'll get after your ass.
And since week 7, maybe the best defense.
Right, and they'll make plays, and they'll obviously intercept the ball, as we saw last week in Washington. And I thought last week was a really good dress rehearsal for the Giants and this week coming up Sunday, because it's cold weather, a team that had to win the game, a team that really knows you well, too, by the way, the Washington Redskins, and you went into their building and you beat them.
Yep.
Now, Aaron Rodgers is a hell of a lot better than Kirk Cousins, don't get me wrong. But when I look back at this game between Houston and Green Bay, that's the game. That's the game the Giants have to play.
21-13, and in the last 6, actually, I'll tell you what, if you have to go all the way back to October for the Green Bay Packers offense to only score 21 points.
Right. So you have a defense similar to Houston's defense. You have a secondary that can cover people. You got a front 4 that can get after people. You have to keep Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. These are all the things that everybody knows, and we've been talking incessantly about now for the last 5 days. But I'm just thinking, damn if Eli doesn't go in there and win 23-20.
Right. Well, defensively, they're going to give the Packers the biggest test they've had in 2 months. And that's fair to say.
One of the other things, too, that I'll be looking for come Sunday in this particular game is how Dom Capers, the defense coordinator of the Green Bay Packers, decides to go against Odell Beckham Jr.
Sure.
Because, everything is telling me that Odell Beckham Jr. is going to have 10 catches, 180 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Right. And lose.
Don't you feel that way, though?
I feel like he's going to have a great game, man. When you look at the Green Bay Packers, and we talked about it all week, the one thing the Giants' offense has been the problem, but, Detroit scored 24 against them. Minnesota put 25 on them. Chicago put 27 on them.
Not a great defense, man.
Those are the last 3 games.